you're rich as few people can afford a BMW after university. I got hacked and someone took all of my money. That you are a posh southerner. What? Grab your tea, folks, because it's about to get spilled. Hello everybody, how you doing? I hope you're all doing really well. Welcome back to my channel and to quite an exciting video. This one's a little bit different for me and I'm actually really excited. Borderline slightly nervous to film it, but hey ho. We're doing it anyway. This is going to be an assumptions video and I'm very excited and proud to announce this video is going to be in partnership with NCS, which stands for National Citizen Service. For those of you who don't know what NCS is, the program is split up into 4 phases and it's all about pushing your boundaries, learning new skills, meeting friends and getting ready for the world after school. It's such an amazing program and if you do want to check it out either for yourself or if you think it would be great for someone else, there's going to be a link down below which you can click and find out a whole host of information about NCS. So NCS are pushing a movement called No We Can. Now this is a movement, again, I think is absolutely brilliant. It's all about subverting the word no and really pushing people's boundaries about what they think of themselves and what others think of them as well and proving people wrong. I think that is such an important message and definitely something that I believe in for sure. So now you guys are up to date about what NCS is. I'm very excited to get on with the assumptions. So I headed to Instagram and I put a little story up saying, hey guys, I'm filming an assumptions video for YouTube and I'm interested to know what you assume about me. Anything. It can be anything. So yeah, I put that up and I got a few responses. In fact, I got a lot of responses. So let's get cracking. Okay, so the first assumption was you're rich as few people can afford a BMW after university. Right. That actually did make me kind of, first I was like, oh, and then second I kind of laughed, and then third I thought, huh? I get it, I totally get it. And I know I do share pretty much 99% of my life online, which is quite scary when you think about it, but no, I'm not rich. You know what, actually, no, that is a total lie. I am rich. I am incredibly rich. I'm rich because I am healthy, I'm happy, I have a loving family, I have friends, and for me, that's rich. That is rich in life. Material goods do not matter at all. And I know how cliche and ironic that sounds, and you've heard it 100 times before. Me personally, I would consider I am one of the richest men alive because I'm happy and I have everything that I could possibly want and more. I can't stress that enough. I know the question, but the assumption was that I afforded a BMW after I finished university. And yes, I did. I work really hard for that. I've always loved cars and since moving to London I had to sell my car because I moved to London with £10 in my bank account. That is something that not many people knew and I'd just been travelling in America. Call me silly, I thought I wanted to do a bit of travelling before I went to university. I then had a bit of fraudulent activity on my bank account. I got hacked and someone took all of my money and I had to wait for that money to be returned into my bank account. So I moved to London with £10 to my name and I had nothing. I literally had just enough to get by. I had to lend some money from my mum to pay her back for groceries until my student loan came in. So I have known struggle, I really have. I know obviously not to some people, you know, that isn't a struggle, some people are still struggling, but no. I wouldn't say that I am particularly rich. I do have a BMW, that is correct, and I love it, and I pay for it in monthly installments. I put a deposit down on it, and I pay for it monthly, and it is my pride and joy, and I love it. So yeah, I'm not rich, but I am. I hope that answers your assumption. So the next assumption was that you are a confident and outgoing person, and nothing worries you. Nope, that is definitely not true. Maybe it's more true now than it was before. I used to be a very shy person. Horrendously shy in terms of I hated going into restaurants that were busy because I'd fear that people would be looking at me. Going up to ask people for like directions, where things are in the shop, all that kind of thing. I hated it. I was so nervous. So shy, I had a lot of anxiety. I then got a job in a restaurant. And you can't be an anxious waiter and you can't be a shy waiter because you have to go up to random people and strangers and ask what they'd like to eat and serve them with a smile on your face. And I learned the hard way that the 90% of the population are wonderful, however 10% can be a little bit tricky, and that teaches you a hell of a lot very fast working in a restaurant. Character building, I called it. And it made me not be shy anymore and it made me grow a pair. I hate that phrase, but it did. And yeah. it just made me realise that, you know, being this like bundle of just like shyness wasn't really gonna get me places. And moving to London especially, I moved into a student accommodation with 9 girls. I had never met them before. I was so nervous, and now look. I feel like this whole talking to a camera definitely has allowed me to grow in so much confidence. Pulling a camera out in the street and talking to it still isn't normal, and a lot of people do stare, a lot of people shout things. But yeah, some things do scare me. A lot of things scare me. I get scared about, God, everything. Sometimes finances, what I'm doing with my life. Everything. There's so much. But yeah, no, I would say I'm definitely more confident, but confidence grows with age, and it's such a cliche thing to say again. But if you aren't a particularly confident person, bear with, it will definitely grow. Okay, the next assumption is that you are a posh southerner. What? This one definitely made me giggle. I'm from the northeast of England. I'm from County Durham. I was born in a pit mining village. I wasn't born in a pit. I was born in a pit mining village where they filmed Billy Elliot. If you've never seen Billy Elliot, it's about a child who wants to be a ballet dancer, but his mum and dad can't be any more disapproving.
I used to go to ballet. See?
Because it was from a culture and a time where you were a miner in the northeast. And yes, I am proud to be from the northeast of England. In fact, I'm very, very proud to be a Geordie, as you would say. And no, I am not a posh southerner. What constitutes as a posh southerner, might I say? Not that there's anything wrong with being posh. I believe that there are spectrums of, I guess, me, where I'd like to think that I'm not posh at all. But then, you know, there's people out there who eat caviar and have foie gras for breakfast. Can't say I've ever had any of those things. In fact, I have had caviar. Maybe I am posh. I had it once, it's horrible. No. Yeah, no, I'm not. I did move down south. I've lived in London for 3.5 years, but home will always be the northeast of England for me. Home is also in London or in the south. I do actually love living in the south, you know, in the surrounding areas if I was ever to move out of London at one point of my life. But there's nothing to say that I will never move back to the northeast because I absolutely love it. Yeah, not a posh southerner at all. That you don't give yourself enough credit for how talented you are. This is interesting because, so this is something that is actually undeniably true. I don't, and I don't even see myself as talented, and I think that is something that I'm super, super passionate about in terms of the No We Can movement with NCS as well. I believe that you should celebrate your successes no matter how big or small and pat yourself on the back every now and then, but it's something that I'm still learning to do. I'm 22 years old and I still don't, I'm really hard on myself, and I always want to strive for better and be a better person and succeed more and achieve more, and I very rarely stand back and look at how much I have achieved. Something I've always done. Did it through school, did it through college, I did it through university. Truly, I know I should be a lot more proud than I am, and I am very proud, and I'm very grateful, and I'm very humble, but at the same time, I always do give myself a hard time. So yeah, maybe I should start giving myself more of a pat on the back. That is very true. Next assumption, that if you were in another job, you would be a chef. Yes! That's probably true. A lot of you actually don't know, but I had full intentions when I graduated university to go work in a cookery school, and I applied for the job, and I was given the job, and I was due to start, and I kind of had like an epiphany, a white light moment where this was just going so well. The online world, it was nuts. I thought, if I'm going to give this a go, the opportunities that were coming in, I thought I might as well do it. So yeah, I had full intentions of becoming a cookery school teacher / chef. And truly, that still would be an amazing dream of mine. Maybe not to do it as a full-time thing, but something to do alongside. Maybe like presenting on like TV. That would be awesome. But I mean, you know, it might not happen. It would be a nice little dream. You know, it's a dream that maybe could happen. I have always loved food, and maybe to go into present one day would be amazing. Or to write a cookery book or something like that, you know. Yeah, I probably would be a chef. Food is my life. That is actually a very correct assumption. I'm gonna agree with that one. Okay, so the next assumption is that you truly care for everyone. Do you know what? Yes, I would also say that that is very, very good to assume that, because I'm a Cancer. My star sign is a Cancer, and typical Cancerian traits, whether you believe in star signs and that kind of thing or not, is that we are very emotional, and we just want everyone to coincide and to cohabit in a harmonious life way, realm where there's no anger and no drama and no high intensity emotions. That's just something that I've always believed in, and I would say I'm very empathetic as well, in the sense that I feel sad when other people feel sad, and I feel angry when other people feel angry, and I get excited when others are excited. It's something I've always done. I do care about a lot of people. I care about a lot of people close to me. Moving to London, my circle of friends has grew rapidly. I didn't really have many friends at all when I lived at home, so moving to London, my social circle has grew, and with that I have a lot more people that I do stay in contact with and I regularly check in on, and I believe that this is something that a lot of people should do. But yeah, I am a very caring person. I would like to think I'm a very caring person, and people around me would think the same, hopefully. I hope. Okay, so the next assumption was that you're shy and YouTube and Instagram help you be yourself / you're quite shy off camera. Do you know what? This is true. This is very true. I know I've already kindly crossed on this about confidence. Yeah, it's very true. This has helped me a ton. If you do want to go and scroll back to some of my very early videos, in fact, before filming this video, I was clearing a hard drive and I just looked through some vlog footage from me when I filmed in New York in 2015, my first ever YouTube video that never went live because I was too nervous to put it out there. I am so shy, so nervous. I'm not confident at all with the camera. I'm like, hi, so yeah, we're in New York. It was horrendous. Grand Central Station, New York City. Oh my god, this is insane. Maybe in like a couple of months I'll look back and maybe put it on the internet. I mean, that'll be horrendous, but you know, it'll be funny to watch. Yeah, I am, and this has helped massively. I would like to think that I am the same talking to this camera as I am in real life. I always find it quite tricky when people say that they've met celebrities or YouTubers or Instagrammers and they're not how they are in person as they are on camera. For me, I think that would take so much more energy and effort. I am pretty much black and white. This is who I am. I'm just a regular happy-go-lucky guy who's incredibly lucky, and I'm, yeah, happy. Happy-go-lucky. Yeah, I always have been, and I'd like to think that I'm the same in person. This has helped me massively. You know, as I said earlier, walking down the street with a camera in your hand. I would say a bit of advice to anyone out there who maybe is struggling with confidence or potentially thinking about doing Instagram or YouTube. Just think, what is the worst that can happen? And if someone asks you what you're doing, if you're talking to a camera or you're taking a photo or you're recording a video, just be like, yeah, I'm doing this, and own it. And just be confident as you say it, because you know what I think? This is my one thing that helps me push through it every time. People have seen a hell of a lot worse. You know, some guy walking down the street talking to a camera, 99% of people will look, but then, so, let them. They're probably going to see things 10 times worse, and they'll be like, oh, I saw a guy talking to a camera today. It's not really much of a story, you know? So yeah, I personally just think I was quite shy at first, but now I'm pretty much what you see is what you get, unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately, depending on how you look at it. Okay, and the last assumption that we have, that I'm driven and ambitious and I always want to make a good impression. That, again, is very true and a correct assumption. I'm horrendously driven, and I mean horrendously, I use that word loosely. Again, as I said earlier, I am content, but I always push for more in every aspect. You know, I can cook a dish and I'll cook it next time and I want to do it better. I'll rate myself on a score and I'll be like, how is that? 10 out of 10, 7 out of 10. I'll never give myself a 10 out of 10, but then I will want to do better. Grades at school, I'd get an A and I'd want an A star. Sorry, I was that kind of person. My driving test, I actually even asked the examiner, this is how weird I am. I got 3 minors on my driving test, like one of them was, I didn't check my mirrors enough. The other one was, I can't even remember what they were. Maybe I stalled, but I said, can I do it again so we can get less? I mean, obviously I didn't. Who wants to retake their driving test if they've passed? I'm that weird. I am a little bit of a perfectionist, but I always do want to achieve. I think ambition is good. Maybe to a certain extent, a burning ambition is really good. And I think, especially when you're young as well, relating this back to the NCS program, if you are young and you have this burn inside of you that wants to do something different, that wants to push yourself out of your comfort zone, that wants to be a better person and to really excel in life, then take that ambition by the reins and ride with it. Because if you feel it, go with it. There's so many people out there who will want to do but never actually put the actions in place, and hopefully by watching this video maybe some people might. But yeah, I've always been a firm believer, if you believe you can do it, then you can, and just have the ambition and have the drive, and that is me. So I would agree with that assumption, definitely. So yeah, there's some of the most popular assumptions that I got on Instagram. If you want me to film another one of these videos, do let me know down in the comments down below, and I will 100% do that. And also write some assumptions down there as well. There might be some that I haven't covered. But yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you to NCS for partnering with me for this video. And as I said, if you want to check out NCS, do click the link down below. You can find out about the program, how to enroll, what it's about, all that good stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you very, very soon. Bye for now.